Welcome back to another episode of Parenting in Progress. I'm Corey.
I'm Jordan.
And we're the Welches. Welcome back to another episode. Happy Valentine's Day. Karlee is now 2 years old.
Yeah, sorry we missed you last week.
We just got tied up in a more busy than we thought weekend. And by the time we went to record it, not going to lie, we were both about to sleep.
Yes. Her party was on a Sunday, and so I think that kind of just threw everything off. Like if her party was Saturday, I think we would have been able to do it.
Oh, for sure. But getting ready that morning and then having the party, we were pretty darn exhausted. So we do apologize for no notice of that. But hey, we're back. And we're better than ever.
You got that right.
So, how did Karlee's party go, Jordan?
Her birthday party went really well. I feel like your mom, my sister had all reached out to ask if they needed to do anything for the party, if they needed to help set up. And honestly, it was a little bit more low-key than the first birthday party.
We didn't go as all out as we did on the first one. We had a balloon arch. We had a bunch of different decorations. I don't remember what the theme was. It was something with hearts.
Sweetheart, yeah.
Sweetheart. But it took, we had to prep the night before. It took a lot longer. This year, we hung a banner. We hung a few balloons and a couple tablecloths, plastic ones. That was about it.
Yeah, we went with Two Groovy, like we mentioned before. And so we had the pinks, the yellows, the oranges, and then some daisies. So yeah, we had a 2 balloon, and then there was 2 daisy balloons. Put those on a string, hung that up. This banner that I got on Amazon, I was looking through stuff. I'm like, I don't want to spend a ton of money on this birthday party, but this one was on sale. I think it was normally $10, which I would have bought it for $10 anyway. On sale for $5. I'm like, heck yeah. So I got it, had this banner that was a really good quality. It had those little sticky dots that we put up there. Stayed up nice. Like we were done decorating and getting things laid out in like 30 minutes. So that was really nice. Just being kind of not as stressful, not like, it's a big deal. It's our daughter's birthday, but it wasn't like, oh, it's the first birthday party. Everything has to be perfect.
Yeah, and the second birthday, it's not as extravagant usually as the first one. The first one's like, man, that's a milestone. We got to hit that. And second's like, we already did this once. So
yeah, it's still a party. It's still definitely a time to celebrate, but not as stressful for sure.
She had quite a few people show up. We had a lot of family show up. She had a blast. Her and her cousins had a blast. They were playing the entire time. She stuffed her face full of icing off of the cake. I don't know how much cake she actually got in there, but she just would like licking the icing, and it actually had these little flowers on it, these little white flowers. She'd just eat them and eat them and eat them and eat them.
Oh, also, if you have a family member or friend that can make cakes, make them your friend, because it was nice not having to make her cake. My aunt made it, and I kind of sent her some ideas of things I liked, and she brought it with her to the party, and I didn't have to make it. I didn't have to decorate it. It was great. But yeah, Karlee ate the ice cream. This is the first time she had sherbet. She really liked that. Ate the ice cream, just the frosting. Yeah, she didn't eat the cake a whole lot, but she did really like the chips.
Oh, she's a chip girl. She loves potato chips. Loves them. Jordan and I were just talking before we started hitting the record button about all of the gifts that she's got. And we've got ding-a-ling-a-ling, a number 1 winner.
For this 2-year-old.
Sticker books. Reusable sticker books. She freaking loves those things. They're all over the house now. She probably got, how many did she get? Probably a handful?
Yes. So she got an actual book, like a sturdy book from your parents that had stickers on it from Christmas. Then she got a reusable book that is felt that has little felt pieces on it. So it's not quite a sticker book, but definitely interactive. She loves that one. And then she got this like 5-pack of reusable sticker books from my parents that are like a trifold with a handle. And any sort of interactive book she loves, but those sticker books have been top notch. You know, we have one in the car. I think we have 2 in the basement. We have one in my purse. We have one upstairs. I don't know if that makes 5, whatever, but there was 5 of them.
In the other week, she, I don't think we talked about it in the last episode, but after dinner one night, I said, Karlee, what do you want to play? I want to play books. I want to play books. Oh,
It was so cute.
All right. So we read a couple books and then we did something else. But yeah, she's a book girl. But yeah, sticker books are awesome. She does not mind the basketball hoop. She likes dunking it on there, of course. She hasn't really figured out how to toss it in a certain direction. But yes, it's right up there along with others. I'm looking at a plastic bubble mower that you push around. She can act like she's mowing. When we get outside, that is probably going to shift to number 1 here pretty quickly.
Yes, she doesn't know it is a bubble blower.
Nope.
She just thinks it's a little plastic lawnmower.
Yeah, and she pushes it around a little bit here off and on, but man, when it starts pumping some bubbles out, it's going to be number 1.
Sitting on the couch here, we got a little VTech, I think it's VTech or Leapfrog laptop from my brother and sister-in-law. And she likes that. It's got little keys on it. Leapfrog, thank you. And has little games, and she'll sit on the couch with it on her lap, and it's kind of cute. Kind of looks like her dad with the iPad.
Dad was beasting on it earlier.
Yeah.
It had some name that animal game, and you had like 4 tries, and it'd like show you more of the picture of the animal. I was busting through it until all of a sudden something with horns that was really hairy was on there, and I was like, oh, well, that's an ox. Nope. Oh, well, that's a cow. Nope. Oh, that's a buffalo. Nope. It's a cat. It's a yak. That's what it was. Oh, nope. It's a yak. I'm like, doesn't even look like a yak. And then I shut it and gave it to her and said, here, you can play with it.
Do you even know what a yak looks like?
Yes, I do know what a yak looks like.
And also, so you're telling me that you're at the toddler level if you can master those games.
I'm sorry I missed one, but all of the others before that, it took me no more than 2 tries to get it.
Like, are you proud of yourself for that?
Because it only shows you part of the picture. How old are you? It only shows you part of the picture. Like the first one I didn't get. I didn't really know how to play the game either, but it was a jellyfish. Didn't look like a jellyfish. Could have been an octopus. Who knew? Nobody. But whatever.
I bet I'll beat you in it. We'll play it. We'll play it after this.
I'm pretty good at toddler games, so. We did go out and eat for Karlee's birthday. We brought the grandparents to eat at our local Mexican restaurant, and it was really good. They were jam-packed. They had a lot of people in there. Took a little bit to get food. Karlee did awesome. She dipped the cheese dip. It was a big hit. She probably hadn't had that much cheese dip since we had started eating there. She's usually a salsa girl, not as much with cheese, but she ate a lot of cheese. Got her normal chicken rice.
Yes.
She ordered that.
It was almost to the point where like, all right, girl, when we get home, we're going to need lots of water and some prunes because of the amount of cheese you ate.
And it was a lot. Anytime somebody has a birthday there and you say, hey, it's their birthday, they end up coming.
Depending on your age. Well, they come to sing to you anytime, but like what they bring you is depending on your age.
I wasn't getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, what I was going to get at is they put a sombrero on you and they sing you happy birthday in Spanish, and then they will stuff your face full of whipped cream. They will smear it all over the place. Sometimes it's worse than others, but the whole week leading up to that, we knew we were going to go eat Mexican. Jordan's like, man, do I really tell him that it's her birthday? Because do you think she'll freak out if they put whipped cream on her face? I'm like, absolutely. You will scar her for life. She won't want to eat there. Like, it's probably a no-go. So going into it, we weren't going to do it. And then finally, you're like, hey, it's her birthday, but we don't want whipped cream on the face. Like, bring the hat out, sing to her. She's going to love that, but we don't want whipped cream. And they did. They came over. They put the little hat on her. They had a little sombrero for littler kids. So and cute. She did not care for the sombrero at all.
She kept it on long enough for a picture.
She did. And then she's like, I'm done with that. So I'm trying to hold it on there yet. And they're singing and she just smiling. And then they did bring out the whipped cream, and they were like, uh-oh. But they put just a little bit on her lips, and she didn't really know what to think. She just kind of froze, was like, what the heck?
Yeah, and that's what I was like, lick it. And she'd get her little tongue up on her lips, and she gave that look like, this is kind of good. And then they brought her little sopapillas. She wasn't a huge fan of those. I mean, if they would have just got her a little bowl full of whipped cream, she would have downed that. But the funny thing was there was another big group besides us that had a baby that was younger than Karlee, but old enough to eat. So Karlee was looking at her, the whole time. And then when they came out and started singing, that whole group started clapping along and were like, yeah, happy birthday. And she just soaked it up. Like she had the biggest grin on her face. Like, yeah, you guys are all singing to me.
And that whole week leading up to her birthday, she was singing happy birthday because we'd sing happy birthday a lot. And she was even singing happy birthday before they even brought the birthday stuff out. I mean, and the other crowd got into it as well. They were singing happy birthday, and it was funny. It was comical. But
now that night she did open a few presents since it was her actual birthday. And then I had made cupcakes for daycare, and there wasn't as many there at daycare. So we had some left over. So we put some candles in them, sat her down. And I think that we hadn't practiced blowing out candles before then. And she didn't do too hot, but we practiced again before her actual party. She liked it. She's at the point now that she wants cake because we had cake left over. She wanted cake. And then she asked for candles, and then she blew the candles out. And that's all she really wanted. She didn't even eat the cake.
Well, last night at our Valentine's Day dinner, which we'll talk about coming up, there was a candlelit dinner, and she's like, happy birthday.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Karlee, that is a candle. She was like, happy birthday, blow out. And I'm like, no, we're not blowing this one out. This one's supposed to be lit so we can see what we're eating. And yeah, so she's got that down to a T. But into our next segue, it was Valentine's Day yesterday, Jordan. I can't remember if you said yes, if you were going to be my Valentine's.
I don't think you asked me. You wanted Karlee.
You're probably right. I don't know. She didn't say yes, actually. She told me no, and you made her say yes. But we went out to dinner last night, and it was pretty good. Jordan and I both got steak, which was pretty darn decent. We had a little side salad. The garlic potatoes they had was phenomenal.
The carrots were good.
Carrots were really good. They were like honey glazed carrots. They were awesome. The dessert was not too bad. I had cheesecake, and you had
I had like a lemon berry cake with some filling in it. It was really good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It took a really long time. We ate at a little local, it wasn't the Mexican place, but a different little restaurant here in town. We kind of knew it was going to be packed and probably a little longer waiting time. Karlee did awesome on the waiting time. If that would have been 4 or 5 months ago, that would have been a disaster.
Yeah, I also realized I didn't have any fruit bars, any cranberries, any goldfish, nothing in my purse. It's like, oh gosh. And they're late on the food. She did great. We had coloring books. We had, I can't even remember what else I had in my bag, but whatever I had, we brought out, and she did awesome. When we got there, the lights were kind of dimmed a little bit, and she's been in there and ate there before, but there's candles at each little table, and she was just so excited. We got her sat down in her high chair, and you could just look at her face that she's like gibbering, like she's talking in gibberish, and she's shaking her head excited, looking at you, looking at the candles. And it was just fun to see her reaction to just a little bit of change of scenery.
She was hyper. She was very hyper. She was dancing and kind of getting a little loud off and on.
But for sitting for that long, she did so good. She never once asked to get out. And yeah, we did take her on our date night, but she's our Valentine too, and she can come with us.
Yeah, and the grandparents were all doing something too, and
we'll have our date night later.
Yeah, that was what we both decided. Is sometime we'll just take a weekend night and drop her off at one of the grandparents and go do something. And
yeah, the weekend was already pretty busy anyway, and it's like it's just too stressful to try to figure that out. So it's like she can come out and eat with us, and then we'll have a date night later on a weekend where we have nothing else going on.
So before dinner, Dad ended up taking the girls out for coffee and scones. Karlee obviously didn't get any coffee, but she really wanted your whipped cream and caramel.
She sure liked the whipped cream on the top of my coffee.
Big bite.
Yeah.
Big bite.
And we're at the point now we have to buy 2 scones because she would eat over half of mine. I'm like, no, I don't get this treat very often. We're getting 2.
Yeah, Dad didn't see no Valentine's Day coffee specials until after he already ordered, so he was a little bummed there, but it was good. It was a good little outing. It was a very dreary, rained most of the day. Couldn't really do much outside. We ended up playing a little bit in the basement yesterday afternoon to give her a little bit of change of scenery. So I got her a Valentine's Day gift.
How sweet of you.
Picking it up on Friday at one of my workplaces. It was a little pop-up book. She hasn't really played with it, though. I'm a little disappointed.
Well, you also have it up high above. She can't even see it.
Well,
you got to bring it back down.
But I gave it to her, and she was just like, no, I want viddies.
Well, yeah, because you gave it to her. She just woke up, and she's like, hey, I'm not woke up enough yet. Thanks, Dad, for the book, but I want my viddies.
I do. I need to just put it in the basket, but I think she will like it.
I think you should try giving it to her again.
Okay, I'll try it.
Like put it in a little bag. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But ended up giving her that. Mom gave her a whole bunch of stuff.
Not too much. She had they're like fruit flavored puff corns I saw at the store. And so I grabbed a bag of that. And one thing I found, which I would have got these earlier if I would have known about it, whatever that Plum brand of like baby food is, they're called teensy snacks. And they're essentially fruit snacks, but they're little squares and they're really flat. And it said on the box 12 months plus. And I'm like, oh, Karlee would love these because some fruit snacks, you never know like the consistency of what they're going to be, if they're hard, if they're really chewy, and she can't quite do that yet. But these little flats fruit snacks were perfect. So she got a box of those. And then she's been really into if you give a mouse a book series. So they had a Valentine's Day book. So we got her that. And then another Amazon deal find that I got earlier for her was a Melissa and Doug Minnie and Daisy magnet doll. Like you can put little shoes on or shirts and sunglasses and hats and change things up. She played with it a little bit, but we also had something else going on in the morning yesterday that it's not like she had a bunch of time. We just need to bring it out again. But yeah, she got a few things. For her, like it seems like our house was a wreck after Christmas. Then we kind of had it somewhat cleaned up and better. And then birthday came through, and then Valentine's Day. And then we have Easter here in about 2 months. And then nothing until her birthday or till Christmas again. So I feel like we've been so used to like finding something that Karlee likes and buying it for something. And now like there's nothing for a while.
Yeah, and the house isn't quite a bomb today. It's not too bad at all, actually. We got a lot of the birthday gifts kind of went through. We got some Valentine's Day stuff hanging around. But
we just have like 3 baskets of laundry that need to be put away. And most of the summer stuff I feel like that she'll get will be like Easter. Because there's always new fun summer things. And I'm not going to not get her something just because it's not her birthday.
Jordan, I was just looking. We got the TV on, and we're still third in the medal count for the Olympics. So speaking of which, what's your favorite Winter Olympic to watch?
That's hard because I feel like I'm not into the Winter Olympics as much as I am on the summer, but I've really enjoyed the different types of like ski races, like the ones where they have to hit those flags and the ones where they go up and down and flip and do a trick and then come back down.
I think one of them's called like freestyle, and then the other one is the ones where they go really fast. I think it's like an alpine. They got a whole bunch of different names.
There was
like the downhill skiing ones.
Yes, I liked the other one where there was like 4. It was women's when it was whatever it was on. Was 4 ladies that were on some track of whatever. I think they were on a snowboard. I don't know. I just don't know the sports as much, but I'm kind of into it a little bit more.
Yeah, we've been watching them. Karlee's been watching them. Anytime there's a big jump or anything, I got her in the habit. I'd be going, whoa. And she giggled that one night. I can't remember what we were looking at, but they were making these, I forget which sport it was, but they were making these jumps. And I go, whoa. And she giggled and giggled and giggled. Oh my goodness. She was a giggle box that night. And now anymore, she sees something. She'll go, whoa. If she looks up. Yeah. She's kind of been into it a little bit. Some sports way more than the others, but we've been having it on all week.
I'm surprised that she wasn't into the like figure skating as much because she really liked Dancing with the Stars. So I was surprised that she didn't like that as much, but the other ones, I think the jumps and the tricks kind of were the top notch for her.
Yeah, my favorite is the half pipe, super half pipe snowboarding. That's my favorite. So with Karlee turning 2, we obviously had to schedule a doctor appointment around that time, just as a yearly 6 month, just a checkup, nothing big deal going on. So,
and yeah, I made it on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, nobody was in the doctor office. So no. Pro tip, make it on a Friday afternoon. There ain't nobody in that doctor office for a patient standpoint.
Heck yeah. And I was like, hey, I'm leaving at 1, you guys. See ya. And it's bye. Have a good weekend. That was kind of nice. But
luckily, Karlee didn't have to get any shots.
Nope.
So we went in there. We're like, hey, Karlee, you're not going to get stuck. Like, there's nothing to be worried about. And she wasn't too worried. She had a couple little episodes where she didn't want down and was just really shy. But she warmed up to the doctor pretty quick.
I feel like this has been the best doctor's appointment just with her opening up and not freaking out. And she did nap on the way down and I had to wake her up. So it was a shorter nap. But when she woke up, I said, Karlee, we're going to go to the doctor. And she's like, doctor, because she's repeating everything I said. He's just going to check to make sure you're healthy and wants to see how big you are. He wants to see your eyes and your ears and your tummy. And, I don't know if she understood any of that, but, she repeats different things. Like, she's on some weird vacuum kick and she said something even this morning, vacuum not hurt. I said, yes, the vacuum is not going to hurt you. That's what we tell her all the time. So I thought maybe just prepping her on the doctor might help. And she did really good. She wasn't shy. She was answering his questions, being silly.
And Karlee's new trick of the week, Jordan and I had never seen her do this before. She jumped.
Yeah, like both feet off the ground jumped. Now, it was probably only a couple inches, but.
We'd never seen that ever. Mm-hmm. Both of us look at each other like, oh my God, she did it. Doctor's like, can you jump for me? She just goes, boop. It's like, what? Yeah. We didn't know that.
Usually like she tries to jump or it's kind of like I don't know what. But yeah, both feet off the floor. It was really cool. So yeah, he's asking if she was a good kid, how well she ate and all the things. And I did ask about a vitamin because I'm like, I know that kids are so picky, but is there something that we can be giving her if we need to? And he made it seem like if she ate enough green vegetables, it'd be fine. I'm like, well, she doesn't really eat a whole lot of green vegetables. So that's something we might have to look into.
She's gaining weight. That's all I can say is we broke the 10th percentile mark. We are now in the 13th, man. Yep. Boom, she's getting to be a big girl. But, so Jordan, how are you coming along on your New Year's resolutions?
I feel like I've been doing really good.
You have been. I'll be honest, you've been pretty kick butt at it. I'll give you that.
That makes me feel good. Thank you. I kind of told about in a previous episode about this app called the Chelsea Method. And I tried it out for a month and I liked it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick with it because I know it's just 5-minute workouts, but like it's better than what I was doing. I wasn't exercising before, not like I should. And it's getting me up. It's getting me moving and I am paying for it. So that's also a thing that's like, if I'm paying for this, I'm going to do it. And then the other part of it's 5 minutes, I'm going to do it. Like I can't remember what yesterday. It's like, I don't want to do it. Like it's Valentine's Day. I can take a day off. I'm like, no, it's 5 minutes. Go do it. And I did. And between that and I had mentioned before, like I wanted to spend more time in the Bible. That was another one of my resolutions. And I've made a time for that during my lunch at work. Now it's not every single day and sometimes it's longer than others, but I'm felt like it's helping me like make it a priority. It's something that I want to do. And honestly, like I'm not doing it at home at my little 40 minutes of me time that I get every night after Karlee goes to bed. And that's including my shower. So I feel like I've been doing good. I also feel like the combination of both of those two things that I'm just a little bit more in the moment with Karlee and not as easily like irritable. Like I feel like I'm a little bit calmer. I don't know if you've noticed that. Not that I'm crazy. Like I'm not crazy, but.
Not really. I think also what Karlee has done to help alleviate that is she does play a little more on her own at short stretches. I've noticed that the last couple weeks where she'll just go play. Like this morning, she was over there by your chair. She was sitting beside you, but she was playing in her little picnic basket that's all wood. I mean, she was playing in it. I didn't even know she was over there for a little bit. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you playing by yourself? I'm like, oh, she is over there. Okay. So I think there's some of that where she just takes the load off you there because for a while it was just constant mom, dad, mom, dad, mom, dad. It's not that much anymore. It's in spurts. It's in spurts though.
Yeah. Like, I mean, our routine of coming home after work, it's been really nice this past week. And so we've gotten outside every single day. We come home from daycare, change clothes, wash our hands, go outside and play. And then we come in and now I got to start making supper and you're not quite here yet. And it's usually that time that's hard because she wants me. And I'm like, I have to get this started because you're going to be hungry and then you're going to be really upset. So she is playing little bits of time here and there more than before. And it's not like I want her to just play by herself all day. Absolutely not. I love playing with her. But just to give yourself a 2-minute breather where she's not literally grabbing my leg. Mommy, 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 mommy.
I feel like she's been better when you're cooking in the kitchen.
She has been.
She's been better. There for a while, it was just like consistently, mom, 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 and you couldn't hardly get her out of there. Like I'd try to play with her. She just did not care. But I feel like anymore, at least here in the last week, it's cut down a little bit.
It is. And we also were able to go outside and play too. And I don't know if that's helped. I mean, I think so, because then by that point, she's ready to just go play a toy or something like that. So that's been nice.
I think you're onto something there. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, even though we went to the park on Monday, it was really, really nice. We were there for probably 30 to 40 minutes. The one thing that I'm not as good on during the weekend is my water. My other goal was to drink a lot more water. And on work days, I do. I make sure I drink my whole cup of water. But the weekends, I'm not good on.
You got water in your cup over there.
Yeah, I got some tea. How are your New Year's resolutions going?
Making plans. Well, I haven't really found a routine time for exercise. Looking at getting a piece of exercise equipment and have not pulled the trigger on anything there yet, but I have explored and researched, probably on the backside of pretty much being done researching. And recently this weekend we went shopping after Karlee's doctor appointment on Friday. Guess it wasn't the weekend, but I decided to get back into tea. I had a tea kick probably 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And I had tea that I would drink at work, and it wasn't bad, but I decided to get back on it. So got a teapot, got some tea, made Jordan some tea that was over there. She wanted some peppermint tea. She'd never had it before. And how was the peppermint tea?
This one is my favorite so far.
So
one of the other ones was just awful.
I think that was the nighttime one that I had.
The raspberry one was better, but I'm not a huge honey person. And so I think I'd rather just like putting sugar in it than honey as my sweetener.
See, anymore, I usually I didn't today with the peppermint because I didn't think the honey would go very well with the peppermint. I wanted it to be a little sweeter. And so we did do some sugar, but I just sweeten it with honey because I try to just get it as natural as I can. Just a natural sweetener, but still not exercising if that's what you're after. Jordan's over there just smiling at me, waiting for me to say it. But
no,
I have not gotten to that. But man, when I do, it's going to be good.
Have you thought of a plan for when you do purchase this exercise equipment? Obviously not like days and times, but like, are you going to be a morning before work?
I think I'm going to try that. Yes.
Because before, like this time last year, you got a watch that had different things. You would go downstairs at like 8:00 at night, and I hated it.
Yeah, because you had to deal with Karlee, and I didn't want to do it after she went to sleep because it would be loud. Now this thing might not be. I mean, I could put my Pixel Buds in if I wanted to, but then again, I don't want to work out and then go to bed right away. Your 5-minute workout would be different. If I did a 5-minute workout, I could do that. Mm-hmm. But if I'm going to do, let's just say, a 20-minute workout, I don't want to go to bed right after that.
Well, you would want to take a shower or two, and you're a morning shower.
Yeah. So I think I'm just going to do it in the morning.
You're also more of a morning person than I am.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of times, you just leave when I leave, and you don't necessarily have to leave that early to go to work on some days. Some days, yes. But I think the morning would be better for you. Like you shower in the morning, so just go do your exercise. Well, the one thing for me though is I can't do it like if I go like balls to the wall, like I would be done within a week. So just knowing that it's okay you don't have to do it every single day.
Yeah, and I don't know if I do this every single day. I think it's going to vary. Mm-hmm. I think if you had like let's say an hour-long workout.
Oh, gosh, that sounds
probably
awful.
going to take a day or two off or do something different. You can do different things with this. You can do stretches. You can do yoga. You can do different workouts. It's not just one workout. So for that, maybe the next day is stretching, and then maybe the next day is yoga, and then maybe you're doing a 20-minute workout or something like that. So
yeah, my 5-minute workout today is a stretch. I figured out that on the app, it's Sundays are a stretch day. So thank you for that.
Here's my question to you. When the 5-minute workouts are becoming too easy, what's your next step?
So they have different challenges on the app that you could join a challenge. They also have like when they'll send you the one, and then after that it says, do you want more? There's more. Like there's 5-minute other videos that like say you did arms and you want to go and do legs, or you want to do core, or you want to do something else. You can add more on top of that. Also in that app, it says 5 to 10-minute workouts. So I'm wondering if the more advanced you get, they're closer to that 10 minutes. Because right now they're all 5 minutes, but it does say 5 to 10-minute video. So I'm wondering if it gets up there, because I did think about that as well. Like at what point I need to do more than 5 minutes anyway, but that's kind of my plan.
They probably need to make a 7-minute one because you double your time and that'd be too hard for you. So you probably need like a 7-minute workout instead of a 5 to 10. That's a big jump.
The other really cool thing that we've done too is sometimes when we're after supper and we're downstairs and Karlee's with us downstairs playing, I'll do the video if you're down there playing with her so I can have 5 minutes to myself. She's been wanting to do them too. And she said exercises. And one day it was hilarious. She was doing the kicks that I was doing. She was watching me. She was coming up to the phone and watching that girl and moving her legs and arms like she was. So I think as she gets a little bit older too, like we could do it together, and I could do a longer stretch with her there with me.
Yeah, and I think also if we get one of these exercise equipment deals that I'm looking at, you can do some of that too. Like they have some of that. So I think that'll be another piece too that you can say, hey, it'd be a filler in, or maybe something extra. Maybe you do your 5-minute and then
go do something else.
Yep,
yeah. I think I like it because like if I'm paying for it, I need to to
I
do
think
it.
I'm going to have you get up early with me and we'll just work out together.
No.
Dang it.
I'm not the morning workouter.
One last thing I want to talk about. Where did Karlee learn the phrase that she was saying the other day? Because I don't think this one came from me.
You don't say it very often. She definitely got it from me.
I think she got it from you. And maybe there's still a chance that she was saying something that we didn't think she was saying. It wasn't sounding that way, but we were downstairs. Jordan was organizing some stuff in one of our rooms, and I was playing with Karlee, and I had her little basketball hoop and basketball, and I was shooting it in there, and I missed it like bad. I bombed it real bad, like overshot it or undershot it, and the ball went way off, and she's like, "Oh, damn it." I'm like, what?
But it wasn't as clear. Like the damn it wasn't
No.
that clear.
Yeah, but I was like, what the heck? So then I just let it go. I was like, whatever. She says weird stuff all the time. And I'm shooting again, and then something kind of like that happens. She's like, oh, damn it. I'm like, what are you saying? Because I just didn't think she was saying that phrase.
And that's when I asked you, I was like, is she only saying that when you miss? Because that's an accurate thing to say if you miss, you know?
Well, in the beginning, she was, and then afterwards, she just said it randomly. But
Yeah.
I was trying to figure, because I'm just like, what else would she be saying that sounds like that?
I don't know if I could figure it out either.
I don't know. We're going to just have to, she hasn't said anything today about it. So maybe if we go downstairs here after she wakes up and I miss again, we'll see if she says it again. But
Yeah, because it's only been in that context. It hasn't been anywhere else.
yeah. So
Yeah, we're at the phase where we definitely need to be watching what we're saying a little bit more.
oh yeah, and she's going to learn that stuff. I'm sure of it. So anyway, well, that's all we've got for you guys today. Appreciate you listening. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you for listening to Parenting in Progress. If you like what you heard and you're listening to us on YouTube, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. If you're listening to us on other platforms, go ahead, give us a follow and a rating. We truly appreciate it. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.